Hi, I'm Myria. I'm going to be running Deja Vu. I just learned this run today here in the AGDQ practice room. I am really hoping I don't screw this up. But here we go. And 3, 2, 1, go. So you wake up in a room, you don't know who you are. There's a coat on the wall, and you're in a bathroom, and you've been injected with a medicine to lose your memory, and so we have to immediately just start doing a bunch of commands. I hope I don't get too distracted by talking here. We need these coins for a bunch of cab rides, as it turns out. Inside the wallet, there's a key card, or a key and a card, and a $20 bill. Technically, the $20 bill can be used for stuff, but in the speedrun, it never comes up, so yeah. Now we need to take the coat, and then under it is a 38, and we definitely need that. It's also the murder weapon, so eventually we're going to have to get rid of it. But as we go here, for now, for whatever reason in this bathroom, you have to look in the mirror, otherwise you can't proceed. Just a bit nervous here. So... Oops. Okay, in this hallway, the game wants you to look at the poster on the side, but it turns out you don't actually have to. The poster would show that you're an ex-boxer named Ace Harding, because you'll see yourself in the mirror there. Okay, now we need to get a bill from this desk and simply examine it. Inside the desk, inside the envelope. Now we need to examine it because we need the address of a doctor's office for some reason, which will become important. Okay, and that just marks the address as known. Now we need to use the key that was in our wallet. Oops, it's on the other side. Use this on the door. You can access doors and stuff by either this little thing over here or by clicking on the screen, so sometimes it's better to do one way than over the other. Inside the desk is a key that we need. The pencil in a casual run actually is important because it tells you the plot. It helps you tell the plot, but we don't need it. We open the dead body, which is a little weird of a command, but there's a key inside of here that we need. And then we open the window and take a walk on the fire escape. The only reason we do this is because it's the only way to get to this third floor. And you have to open the window. A lot of times you have to open the window in this, or open whatever in this game before you actually go through a door. It's kind of annoying, but that's how it is. And now let's go digging through the trash. We find these capsules. Turns out these are extremely important and we need to get them. So there are multiple ways to do some things. You can hit use or hit, I think for this one, this is the button that opens the elevator, so hit kind of works as a press button as well. Okay, now we need to go downstairs into a casino. And why do we need the casino? We don't have enough coins for all the cab rides we need to do. And unfortunately now is the part of the game where you have RNG. Oops, I didn't mean to go that far. So we need at least 15, preferably 18 coins to get through the game, and if you are really good, which I am not, you can actually avoid all the RNG and just outright win enough coins in the first step, but I seem to have no luck, as the game indicates. And unfortunately this could take a couple minutes just because I don't know how to manipulate the RNG. It can get bad enough RNG like that you actually run out of coins, but the last coin is guaranteed to win, although maybe not enough. If you do go down to 0 coins, you can actually just examine the slot machine and there will always be a coin in the tray if you have exactly 0. But that won't happen because that only happens if you spend coins somehow, and the only way we're going to do that is after we earn all the coins. And that's what happens if you click without the coin operator. Come on. Oh. Sorry, I just wish I knew how to manipulate this. Yeah, I just learned this run today. It's pretty simple to get into. Just there's an instruction on GameFAQs, and you can also watch some existing runs. Come on. Yay, okay. That should be enough for the entire game. Yep, that's more than enough. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we go in the elevator, and we go back to the dead guy's office, because that happens to be the fastest way out of the building. Oops. Something about this is that if you click without any command selected, it means move. And so one thing you can do is press B to cancel your current command and get out of it. Okay, so we're going to open this manhole for later. That just speeds up something later. We're going to open this manhole for later. And we are going to open the bar door for later, because we have to come back here. And finally, we need to go into the passenger seat of this car. If you actually try to drive the car, it will blow up. Somebody rigged it to explode, so don't do that. Okay, so there's some stuff in here that is interesting. First is a car registration. Oops, well, I did it wrong. I have to examine all three of them. This one is like a faked timetable of what to do. Planted by the bad guys. This car registration just tells us the address of the owner of the bar, Joey Siegel. That's a photograph of the person that they want you to kidnap, or they say they want you to kidnap, but you don't. But it's been framed on you. We need to take these because we need to destroy them later because they are planted evidence. We don't need the car registration, so we are out of here. Anytime going through the streets, you can run into one of 3 NPCs, which we'll probably see at least one. There's a bum, there's a mugger, and there's a hooker. This is the bum. He will tell you about a guy that's waiting to kill you in front of inside your office, which is useful information, but we know that already, and we can just ignore him. Okay, now we're going to be talking to the cab for the first time. This is, you got to speak to him, tell him where you want to go, and then you got to pay him. If you don't pay him, he'll tell the police, and then you'll lose, so. Okay. Okay, you gotta open the door before you go in it. It's just how it works. And that card that was in our wallet, we can now use it to get upstairs. For some reason, this elevator requires a key card. Kind of like the hotel here. Really annoying. Now we use the card to get upstairs. And the only thing we need to do here is, all we need to do here is examine this photograph that's right here of the secretary, and it gives you her address. All this stuff just to get a freaking address. That's this game for you. You also can get some more plot about the involvement of the secretary, I think, in there. But we don't need that. We're speedrunning. Now we just gotta move, get back to the cab. Now we tell the cab where we're gonna go, which is the address that we just got. The Kedzie address. And then you gotta use the money. I hope I'm doing okay. Oops. Making a lot of little mistakes here. Now, you don't have a key to this house here, so what do? You just blow the lock off, because that, that works with a 38, right? That's really easy. There's a lot of problems you just solve with a gun in this game. Okay, we need this Note 3, as it's called. It has some numbers written on it. It's the combination to a safe. You don't need to examine it. You just have to use it later, but if you examine it, it'll show that it was numbers. Okay, we got to take this key and then the secretary's diary. We don't actually have to read the diary, we just take it. And that's it, we're out of here. And remember the doctor's office bill that we examined? Now we got to go to the doctor's office. Because we don't have our memory, and that's really bad. And that's at the Sherman address, the first one we got. Now, pay him again. Now you can see this cab sequence just goes over and over and over. That's why you need 15 or more coins. Okay, I gotta open the door before we go in it. Left is your office. If you go up there before you get your memory back, you die, so don't do that. Okay, so we have the key from the desk at the secretary's house. I don't know why, but that's where it is. Okay, now we're in the doctor's office. The filing cabinet is locked and we don't have the key, so how do we handle that? The gun! So all these files tell you what the medicines do, and some of the history of the game, like the story, but we don't actually care. For some reason there's lag there, I don't know what that's about. We need to get 3 medicines from here. We need the medicine 6, which the icons that are the same medicine. So we need these 3 medicines here, and then we need this medicine for later. So to take the medicines, we got to use them on the capsules, and then use the capsules on ourselves. And we have to do this 3 times to get our memory back. Oops. Okay. So you can do a lot of things to yourself. Yes, you can use a gun on yourself and lose the game, but yes, you just have to do this 3 times, which is kind of irritating, but we have to do it. Okay, now we learn about Taco, our dog. Whoops. Did I just use this already? Must have hit something wrong. Okay, there we go. Now we learn about Taco, our dog. Woof! Okay, now we use this medicine in the capsules for the last time. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna go overestimate because I'm not very good at this. Okay, now we have our full memory back, which is really nice. We are Ace Harding, Private Eye. Now we go up to their office. So there's somebody standing in the doorway. If you talk to the bum and pay him the 50 cents, he'll tell you that this guy is here to kill you. But we didn't have to learn that, we just know it. And we just blow him away without knowing who he is. Just right through the door, blam. For some reason, the doctor's key is the same key as the one to the office. Too bad you had to do that, is what it says. There's a file in here, file 5, that we have to examine and keep because it is planted evidence. Okay. And we're done here, and we can move on back to the bar. There's 2 cab drivers. There's the nice one, which is the one in the yellow. And then there's this guy who's kind of nervous. But functionally, they're identical. And, oops, bam. The blue one's closer, so naturally we want to use the closer one. I'm gonna bum this time. We got the mugger. You can hit him up to 3 times. At the 4th time, you have to pay him. But we're not going to run into him 4 times, so... Just use either our fists or our guns. That's how you solve everything in this game. We gotta go back upstairs. Okay, now that piece of paper that had notes on it, or the numbers on it, that's note 3. Use it on the safe. Oops. Now we open the box that's in the safe, and we get key 4. Oops. Sorry, nervous. Now we open the folder that was in here. And here's an IOU that someone planted in here that says you owe this guy $1,000, but you didn't write it. Planted evidence, we've got to take it. And for the third time, we now go walking on the fire escape, of course. This time we actually escape from it again. Okay, now, so if you remember the snapshot and the note that was in the car, talked about this woman named Martha Sternwood, and she's here in the trunk. We need her to tell us an address. So instead of saving her, we remove her gag, use medicine 1 on the capsules, and then medicine 1 on her. Because that's what you do to unconscious people who have been kidnapped. Oops, gotta use the okay. There we go. Okay, now we get this address here. And that's all we need from her is an address. Don't bother save her, just run. It's great. This game has questionable morals all over the place. Bum again. And his information is now useless because we killed the guy he's talking about. So this last address can be... Oops, and there we go. So now we're going to commit a federal crime, open this. The last address has the actual perpetrators of the crime here. Open this envelope. And we got to read this letter and find that it was a blackmail note or ransom note. Oops. Keep doing this, selecting it too many times. Okay, we got to take it with us. Now we want to go in. So we hit the knocker to say hello. This guy comes in here and won't let us in. We punch him because our cursor was already on hit, right? So might as well. Take up the stairs. This door you don't have to open for some reason, you just have to click it, so whatever. So inside the nightstand here is basically a timetable of how they commit the crime. So very important evidence that clears your name. You can use the pencil that was earlier in the game to like make it actually readable, and then you can see what the story is, but it doesn't matter. We just, according to the game's programming, we just need to have it. And now we are on the final cab ride. Speak to the cabbie. Back to Peoria Street. So the last cab ride you can actually just leave if you went to Peoria Street. That's an anti-soft lock feature if you don't have any money. However, it's faster to not do that. That's why we want 15, or we want 18 coins and not just 15. Okay. Alright, so we have all this planted evidence. That's bad. Let's go throw it away. So let's go running in the sewers, because, yeah. Sometimes you'll run into an alligator here, which is hilarious, but if you do, you just shoot it. Alright, so leave the bad stuff here. You can also burn some of it, but you can't burn the gun, so it's easier to just leave it. Okay, leave the kidnapping map, which was planted. Leave the kidnapping photograph, which was planted. Leave the file that was planted in the office. And finally, the IOU. And now we get out of the sewer. A little bit faster to go this way, even though I didn't go down this way. That's why we opened the 2 manholes. And oh, Sugar Shack here. This is the hooker that you can randomly run into. How do we solve random people? Punch them. You can also steal her money, and there's stuff in her purse, but you don't need it. Like, you won't even always run into her. Yep. And that's the end of the game, and then I'll call time at the end screen. So all of the evidence destroyed, plus all of the special evidence that proves that you didn't do it, and you can just go right to the police station. If you anything before that, the police will just arrest you and you lose. And time. Oh. Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Sorry that this is my first time trying this, so I just wanted to show this off because it's a cool game. Recommend playing it. It's pretty cool.